I never thought I'd be the kind of person who cuts off their parents completely. Growing up, I was always told family is everything. You forgive. You endure. You stay loyal. But after 30 years of being the other child, I finally snapped, and now my entire family is calling me heartless. I'm the older sibling. I'm 30 now. My brother Ryan is 27. From as far back as I can remember, Ryan was the favorite not subtly, not quietly, openly. When we were kids, Ryan broke something. He didn't mean it. I broke something, grounded. Ryan failed a class. The teacher is unfair. I got a B instead of an A. Lectures about wasted potential. At family gatherings, relatives would gush over Ryan. Meanwhile, I was the responsible one. The helper. The backup plan. At first, I told myself I was imagining it. Parents don't mean to play favorites, right? When I turned 16, I wanted to get my driver's license. My parents said, fair enough. Ryan turned 16 2 years later. Suddenly, money wasn't a problem he got. A used car, insurance paid, gas money. When I asked why, my mom said, I worked part-time jobs all through high school. Ryan quit his jobs whenever he got bored. My parents covered his expenses. When I went to college, I took out loans, Ryan. They paid his tuition for the first 2 years because after college, I moved out, worked full-time, and built my life from scratch. Ryan bounced between jobs, moved back home twice, and somehow always landed on his feet, with my parents cushioning every fall. When Ryan crashed his car, my parents helped buy another. When I needed help replacing my laptop for work, they said I became successful despite them, not because of them. But the real breaking point hadn't come yet last year. My dad had a health scare, nothing fatal, but it forced them to update their will. They invited me over to discuss things as a family. I honestly thought, maybe now they'll finally be fair. I was wrong. They explained, the house would go to Ryan, the savings account would mostly go to Ryan. I would receive sentimental items and a small amount of money. When I asked why, my mom said something that still rings in my ears. I said, my dad replied that was the moment something inside me cracked. Calmly, but firmly, told them how I felt. I brought up the unequal treatment, the financial imbalance, the emotional neglect. I wasn't yelling, I wasn't insulting anyone, I just wanted acknowledgement. Instead, my mom cried. My dad got defensive. Ryan sat silently until he said that was it. 30 years of being second place reduced to jealousy. I stood up and said after that night, I stopped calling, I stopped visiting, I muted family group chats. At first it felt terrifying, then peaceful. No guilt trips, no comparisons. No being reminded that I'm only valued when I'm convenient. Parents told relatives I was punishing them. Aunts and uncles reached out saying, even friends were divided. Some said I was finally choosing myself. Others said cutting off parents is too extreme. My mom left me a voicemail crying, saying, but what hurt most? Ryan never reached out. Not once. It's been months. I'm happier, less anxious, no longer shrinking myself to keep peace. But I still wonder, did I overreact? Should I have just accepted my role? Am I wrong for cutting off my parents because they favored my brother?